giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Don West, and this is Mediacom News Leaders. I'm joined now by Rob Blevins, the Executive Director of the Discovery Center, Springfield's Downtown Science Museum. Rob, welcome to you, sir.
Well, thank you. Always a pleasure getting to chat with you.
Tell me about summer at the Discovery Center.
There's a lot to talk about. We've done a lot. We had NASA. We did a trip to NASA this summer. We had the Oklahoma City Mobile come and teach the physics of basketball. Their hype team came.
The Thunder.
The NBA team. So there were a lot of kids that normally wouldn't come to the center, that maybe are more on the sports side, not the STEM side, that came and got to maybe realize that they are on the STEM side too, and that there's science in everything. So that was really exciting. We have summer camps going on. This year we've had record attendance. We've had the most summer camp kids come ever in the history of the Discovery Center. And
Great.
So that's amazing too. And the best part about that is that we raise scholarship funds for these kids to get to come. So over half the kids came on scholarships.
Great. And Bubble Fest was a part of the summer.
And Bubble Fest, throw that in there too. Yeah, we've been doing quite a bit, right? So Bubble Fest is a celebration of bubbles, and we do some science of bubbles as well with that. Just bubbles everywhere. This year we had an outdoor area that we opened up. Thanks to Ozark's fence, we fenced it off, and kids got to play with the bubbles outdoors this year too.
So you made a trip to NASA, to the Kennedy Space Center, right?
I did. I got selected by NASA to go and witness the Orion Ascent Abort Test 2. And this is where the Orion spacecraft, this is the one that they're going to be sending to the moon soon, and then they hope to send to Mars eventually.
Wow.
So this is the future of space travel. And I was there to get to witness that rocket being tested to make sure that if there were a problem during launch, that they could bring it safely back, the astronauts safely back to Earth.
Pretty incredible experience. What did you bring back from that?
Oh my gosh, so many things. I mean, if you've never seen a rocket launch live, which I hadn't up until that point, they're fun to watch on movies and TV, but when you see one on the horizon popping up in the sky, it's like a new sun rising. And then once the sound waves hit you, it just flaps your internal organs a little bit. And so that was amazing. We got to see the crawler that they carry out to the mobile launch units out to the launch pads on. It's a 6.2 million pound vehicle that can carry up to 22 million pounds. It gets a whopping like 38 feet to the gallon.
Yeah.
It doesn't go over 2 miles per hour. That's why they call it the crawler. So we got to talk to the engineers that run that. We got to talk to NASA scientists and engineers. And the whole time I was live streaming back to the Discovery Center, to campers, to visitors that were there. And they were getting to ask questions of these scientists and engineers. And so we really brought Cape Canaveral to Springfield, Missouri, and that was the whole point of the trip. It was amazing.
Amazing is right. Well, what's coming up for Discovery Center here in the next few weeks and months?
Well, the first thing coming up is a Nerf battle. We're going to have an indoor Nerf battle, another way to just bring kids into the center so they can see and explore all the things that we have in there. We do have Night at the Museum. This is our largest fundraiser of the year, and it's where you can go and explore everything that the Science Center has without kids. And there's food and drink and special science demonstrations. It is a fundraiser, but it's different than most fundraisers where the point is to get you in the museum and experiencing it. So it's a fun event. It's really about having fun. We have Festival of Trees coming up in November. That's our longest running fundraiser where you can purchase artificial trees and decorations and all that fun stuff.
STEM and opioid education also.
Yes, so our new program, STEM and Opioid Education for All, is officially launching this fall, where we'll be bringing in lots of kids free into the center on field trips, where they're going to get a lesson on how the science of opioids work. Not a DARE program where we're trying to scare kids away from using prescription medication, because doctors are going to be prescribing these things, but just how they affect your body. The biggest takeaway we want every kid leaving that is to know that a prescription for one person is not supposed to be used by another person without a doctor monitoring it. And we do that through teaching mass and dosage and things like that, which is really cool.
DiscoveryCenter.org is the website. All you need to know about the Discovery Center, it's on St. Louis Street, just east of Park Central Square, and a great part of the downtown Springfield scene. Rob, thanks as always for being here.
Absolutely, glad to be here. Sorry I didn't blow anything up this time.
Okay.
I know Robert had explosions, so I've had no explosions.
That was fun, though. Join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.